Dear students, good morning to everybody. Hope you are fine. Today's our offline class is about digestion in small intestine. Prior to it, we discussed the process of digestion in mouth and stomach. Now let us see what happens to the food in small intestine. That is digestion in small intestine. Various types of movements are generated by the muscularis layer of the small intestine. These movements help in a thorough mixing up of the food with various secretions in the intestine and thereby facilitate digestion. The bile, pancreatic juice, and the intestinal juice are the secretions released into the small intestine. Pancreatic juice and the bile are released through the hepatopancreatic duct. The pancreatic juice contains inactive enzymes like trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, procarboxypeptidases, amylases, lipases, and nucleases. Trypsinogen is activated by an enzyme enterokinase secreted by the intestinal mucosa into active trypsin, which in turn activates the other enzymes in the pancreatic juice. The bile released into the duodenum contains bile pigments, bilirubin, and biliverdin, bile salts, sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, sodium glycocholate, sodium tarocholate or cholate, cholesterol, and phospholipids. Bile has no enzymes. Bile helps in the emulsification of fats, that is, breaking down of the fats into very small micelles. Micelles is a combination of fatty acids, monoacyl glycerols, and bile salts. Bile also activates lipases. The intestinal mucosal epithelium has goblet cells which secrete mucus. The secretions of the brush border cells, that is the crypts of labor cone of the mucosa, along with the secretions of the goblet cells, constitute the intestinal juice or succus entericus. This intestinal juice contains a variety of enzymes like disaccharides, for example, maltase, peptidases, lipases, nucleosidases, etc. The mucus, along with the bicarbonates from the pancreas, protects the intestinal mucosa from acid, that is acid chyme, as well as provide an alkaline medium at pH of 7.8 for efficient enzymatic activities. Some mucosal glands like Brenner's glands also help in this process. Proteins, proteoses, and peptones, which are partially hydrolyzed proteins in the chyme reaching the intestine, are acted upon by the proteolytic enzymes of pancreatic juice as given below. Proteins, peptones, proteoses, they are acted upon by trypsin, chymotrypsin, carboxypeptidase, and converted into dipeptides. Chymotrypsin is another milk coagulating enzyme and can hydrolyze casein into para-caseinate, which then coagulates to form calcium para-caseinate. Carbohydrates in the chyme are hydrolyzed by pancreatic amylase into disaccharides. That is polysaccharides, that is starch, acted upon by amylase or amlopsin at the pH of 7.1 to 8.3 is converted into disaccharides. Fats are broken down by lipases with the help of bile into di and monoglycerides. Fats act upon by lipases into diglycerides, which are further converted into monoglycerides. Nucleases in the pancreatic juice act on nucleic acids to form nucleotides. Nucleic acids acted upon by nucleases get converted into nucleotides, which are further converted into nucleosides. The enzymes in the succus entericus, that is intestinal juice, act on the end products of the above reactions to form the respective simple absorbable forms. These final steps in digestion occur very close to the mucosal epithelial cells of the intestine. The reactions are as dipeptides acted upon by dipeptidases convert into amino acids. Maltose acted upon by maltase into glucose plus glucose. Lactose acted upon by lactase convert into glucose plus galactose. Sucrose acted upon by sucrase changed into glucose plus fructose. Nucleotides acted upon by nucleotidases get converted into nucleosides. Further, nucleosides are acted upon by nucleosidases get converted into sugars and bases. All are nitrogen bases. The breakdown of biomacromolecules occurs in the duodenal region of the small intestine. These formed simple substances are absorbed in the jejunum and ileum regions of the small intestine. The undigested and unabsorbed substances are passed on to the large intestine. No significant digestive activity occurs in the large intestine. The functions of large intestine are absorption of water, some minerals, and certain drugs. Second function of large intestine, that is the secretion of mucus, which helps in adhering the waste, that is undigested particles, together and lubricating it for an easy passage. The undigested unabsorbed substances called feces enters into the cecum of the large intestine through ileocecal valve. This valve prevents the backward flow of the fecal matter. The fecal matter is temporarily stored in the rectum till defecation or egestion. So this was about digestion of food in the small intestine.